The New Beginning and Sapporo shows are just right around the corner, and it is time for my previews and reviews of the show. Obviously, the two shows are back to back on the first and the second, so we're going to wait through the reviews until the second show's over with, so it's not just previews of both shows and a review, then another review. It's easier that way. As the first show is a 8-match card. It's got one title match, obviously the main event, the Never Openweight Championship matchup. Hiroki Goto, the champion, defending against Shingo Takagi. What a goddamn match that's going to be. And before we get there, though, we got some filler tag matches to get through. As Yui Uemura and Tiger Mask 4 taking on El Phantasmo and Taiji Shimori. Shout out Yui Uemura, getting a shot of this in this just a regular old tag match, throwing him in there. That's a huge spot for him. Obviously, it's that would be like a spot that Liger would be in, but now that Liger is no longer wrestling, as now we get a youngster stepping up into that spot, so that's cool to see. El Phantasmo, Taiji Shimori, they're probably gonna win. I don't see how they couldn't. As the second match, 6-man tag, Toa Henare, Tomoaki Akiyama, and Togi Makabe against Yota Tsuji, Manabu Nakanishi, and Hiroshi Tenzan again. Nice to see Yota Tsuji getting thrown in there. Always nice to see the young lions trying to take steps forward and whatnot. This is kind of, even playing field for the most part. Really, no team has the advantage. Obviously, you would assume Yota Tsuji's going to take the fall here by either Toa Henare, who seems to be looking to be a big contender in 2020, or even Hanma or Makabe. So I'll go with Henare getting the win there, beating Yota Tsuji. That's, again, another young lion featured in a match. That's cool to see. As the third match, 8-man tag, Ryusuke Taguchi, Sho, Yo, Will Ospreay against Suzuki Gun, Doki, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, El Desperado, and Zack Sabre Jr. Taguchi just kind of getting thrown into chaos. That's kind of, guys like Taguchi, that sometimes happens. As, obviously, Zack Sabre Jr., Will Ospreay, that match is going to be pretty fucking sick. Two styles completely different going at it. It's always fun. A little styles clash, if you will. And obviously, Sho and Yo, Kanemaru, El Desperado, even Doki, too. That kind of interaction of junior tag teams. They've always had, they've had history in the past. So you have that. I would say Taguchi or Doki's either going to get involved in the finish. Either Taguchi's going to beat him or Doki's going to beat him. Either way, I don't see really any of the 6 others taking the fall or getting involved in the pin. This one doesn't really need it, so that'd be my opinion on it. As the fourth match, and actually a tag match that could be really fucking awesome if they actually try, and who knows. As Bushi and Hiromu of LIJ against Robbie Eagles and Ryu Lee. As that's an awesome little junior tag match. All 4 guys are capable. That's going to be, if they give them shit to do and they can go out and do it, that could be a lot of fun. Depends on how it's going to go. I'm assuming Robbie Eagles or Bushi's going to get involved in the finish, because obviously the Ryu Lee Hiromu Takahashi match is going to be happening at a New Beginning show. I forget it's at the Sapporo show that's happening tomorrow, or the one later on in the month. Can't really... it's tough to really remember all of them off the top of my head. But either way, Hiromu Takahashi and Ryu Lee, rather, that's going to be fantastic. They touch, whenever they touch, it's magic. Bushi and Robbie Eagles and Hiromu might be a lot of fun, to be honest. If they get to interact, that's going to be something I'm looking forward to seeing. So that's a match I'm actually looking forward to seeing, this tag match. Obviously, I'm going to go with Robbie Eagles getting the win over Bushi. But you could definitely see Bushi beating Eagles. As the next tag match, there's a whole row of tag matches here. As the 5th tag match, LIJ Bullet Club tag match, Sonata and Tetsuya Naito, Jay White, Kenta. Obviously, Naito, Kenta, that's a fun match. I'm very looking forward to seeing. I love both guys. Kenta's been on a great run. His heel shtick here in New Japan has been great, and I think that's great to see him getting a title match here. And Naito, that's a great first match too. Something that hasn't really been done singles wise. They've had Noah tag matches in the past. They've had interactions. Obviously, 2 different aspects of their characters now from back then to now. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Excited to see. I think as far as like Sonata Jay White, That's going to be an interesting match. I think the crowd, depending on where that's at, I think the crowd could really be in the Sonata's corner. That's going to be huge. But as far as this match in general, not too excited, but I think it could be, it can lay some foundation to Naito and Kenta. That's going to be interesting to see. As far as who's going to win, again, you don't want to. Naito, Kenta, don't think those guys are going to get involved in the pin. So again, it's Sonata, Jay White. I'm going to go with Jay White getting the win, though. Even though Sonata just lost Wrestle Kingdom, I think Jay White is going to pull some bullshit out, and Ghetto and shit's going to happen. There's going to be a lot of some bullshit, some fuckery's going to happen. He's going to beat Sonata. As the next tag match, Jon Moxley and Kazuchika Okada versus Minoru Suzuki and Tai Chi. Obviously, two singles matches happening on this tour and teaming up here. What a team of Jon Moxley and Kazuchika Okada. That was something that's, I wouldn't say shocking, but that's just like, oh wow, that's an eye-popping team. As a fan of both guys, just never thought that would ever happen, them teaming up together. That's going to be awesome to see those. I don't think they're going to interact like as a team well or anything. They'll probably just do their own shit, but that's cool. Singles-wise, for the Moxley, Suzuki, Okada, Tai Chi match, I'm looking forward to both those matches so much. I love Okada and Tai Chi, and to think that they're going to have a singles match, that's really awesome for Tai Chi. And Tai Chi and Naito was awesome, so I think this is going to be pretty awesome too. Obviously, Okada, I mean, it's... When you have Okada and you have someone that's capable, it's always going to be great. But even Tai Chi, I think Tai Chi could really tap into something that maybe he even can supersede. He even is that people who like Tai Chi, they can even supersede those expectations. And I think it's going to be great. If they give it time and they give it some good shit in there, I think it's going to be great. But Jon Moxley and Minoru Suzuki, that's another fun match that I was, when I saw what Jon Moxley was doing in New Japan, his style, when he beat, obviously Minoru Suzuki kind of came to mind first. It's like, that'd be a fun match to see. So that's going to be a lot of fun. As the co-main event, Tomohiro Ishii versus Evil. That's good. Obviously Evil, two beef boys going at it. Same thing. I like that this is the co-main to the Never Openweight title match because it's kind of the same type of match, and that type of style. Obviously, if you have not seen that tag match from the New Year's Dash, from the New Year's Dash show, that shit was fucking crazy. That tag match was awesome, and I think that's going to counteract with that. With that being said, with that New Year's Dash tag match, the momentum going into it, these matches, the co-main and the main, I don't see how these guys don't kill it. I think they're going to do great. Both this match and the Goto Shingo match. Obviously, I think Goto Shingo's going to be better than this match, but still going to be a good match. What's it going to set up for in the future? It could set up for either Intercontinental title match, Never Openweight title match. You really don't know. And also, too, this is kind of the point. New Beginning is always... This tour, I'm really looking forward to seeing, but it's so unique as the New Beginning shows. Now it's kind of like the setup to the Cup, New Japan Cup. So now it's kind of like you have all this great matches that are happening on this tour. And now it's kind of like, well, where do you go from here? Because obviously you got the Cup coming up. So it's kind of like, do you look further down the line and go, this is what's going to happen? Or you just kind of keep it at this and it ends here at the New Beginning show? But I'm going to go with Ishii getting the win here because I think Goto's going to... Evil's going to get the win here. Go with Evil getting the win because I think Goto's going to retain his match. Which, speaking of that Never Openweight title match main event, Hiroki Goto, Shingo Takagi. What a match. Love this match. Injected into my fucking veins. This is going to be awesome. Goto and Shingo, two guys that I think this style of what Shingo does and what Hiroki Goto does, two really great opponents for each other. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. I hope the crowd is receptive to it. I hope they give it a big main event feel that I think it probably deserves. Think Goto's going to retain. That's just kind of my thing. He just, would kind of be, even though Shingo is the fucking man and he deserves all the success in the world, would be kind of weird to just drop it right back off of, once Goto just won it, drop it again. Would kind of suck, but it is the Never Openweight title. It's happened before. That belt's kind of dropped a lot. So it's not out of the possibility of that happening. That'd just be... it wouldn't be what I would do. It was just personally being... But that's going to be an awesome show as far as Actually, we talk about New Japan, a lot of the cards, a lot of filler. But honestly, after like the fifth match, oh yeah, after the fourth match, it's honestly not that even, not a lot of filler in there. There's a lot of stuff building up to stuff in the future. A lot of good tag team, a lot of guys in these tag team matches that are really talented. And if they put together something, it could be really a good match. So that's excited to see how this card actually plays out. So that's going to be a lot of fun. The second show, as we have Tohanare and Yota Tsuji as the opener of the second night of the New Beginning and Sapporo show. Obviously, Tohanare going to get the win there. That's a nice little boost for him. That's nice. Good to see there. As Uemura, Tomo Akiyama and Togi Makabe going to take on Tiger Mask for Manabu Nakanishi and Roshi Tenzan. So obviously the same kind of six-man that's happening on night one, but this time Uemura and Tiger Mask get added into it. Again, you would expect Uemura to take the fall here from either probably Nakanishi or Tenzan. It's even Nakanishi too. Almost, he's coming up on retirement now. That'd be nice to see him getting a win before he hangs it up. As the as the next match rather, the third match, Gabriel Kidd versus El Phantasmo. Gabriel Kidd, that's a good opportunity for him. That's a huge moment. Obviously, it's not probably great on the card as far as being the third match. That's a big opportunity for him, getting a singles match on a pretty big tour date. That's huge. That's huge for him and El Phantasmo. Not the best in the ring, but I think with Gabriel Kidd, I don't think it really matters. I think you can pull off a good performance. And that's a huge opportunity for him. Huge opportunity anytime you get a big-time singles matchup as really your first kind of match on a tour. That's always a big opportunity. Excited to see how it goes. If he loses, probably not a good indicator what he's going to do in New Japan. So that's kind of what we'll see as far as the results go. I'd hope he'd win, but we shall see. As the fourth match, six-man tag, Robbie Eagles, Tomohiro Ishii, and Goto, Bushi, Evil, Shingo, obviously, Chaos, LIJ six-man tag. It depends on kind of where you're going at in the future. Now, let's say Shingo does beat Goto. Now it could either set up for Ishii Shingo, which that would be fucking crazy. You can do that, or even Goto Evil, setting up for that as a never open weight title match in the future with this match. So that's kind of what I'd look for going into this. As far as, again, Bushi, Eagles, whoever loses the first night is probably going to win this night. So we'll see how that goes. As the fifth match, eight-man tag, rather. Ryusuke Taguchi, Shoyo, and Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley gets a lot of these Chaos. Is he in Chaos? I didn't get the fucking 411 on that. As Doki, Yoshida Kanemaru, and El Desperado and Minoru Suzuki. Suzuki Gun versus Chaos / fucking Death Rider / Taguchi Japan. Obviously, again, Ryusuke Taguchi, Doki, two guys that are kind of thrown in there for the 8-man part of it, so you'd expect wins, losses going on either one of them, depending on what happens that first night, flip it around to this night. But again, Jon Moxley, it's 8-mans and 6-mans, we're getting thrown in these undercards. Interesting to see how that kind of plays out, because he's obviously never really done that. He's part of the G1, then had to drop the belt because of the fucking natural disasters going on. And he came back, and now he's just in these undercards. It's weird. It's just, it's something that I'm not used to seeing. It's just also I'm interested to see how it plays out. As the sixth match, six-man tag, Hiromu Takahashi, Sanada, Tetsuya Naito versus Taiji Shimori, Jay White, and Kenta. So that's interesting. Taiji Shimori and Hiromu Takahashi. Obviously, if Hiromu and Ryu Lee, I'm assuming Hiromu beats him, this is going to set up Ishimori and Hiromu Takahashi once their match happens at the the last New Beginning show. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So now that's what you could have as far as building. So that's nice to see, is some building towards the future for at least even the junior heavyweight title. So yeah, and Hiromu Takahashi and Taiji Shimori, they've had great chemistry in the past. That Best Super Juniors finals match a couple of years back was really good. So that's going to be a fun match to see with this new Hiromu Takahashi now that he's returned to New Japan. So that's going to be a lot of fun. As the co-main event, British Heavyweight Championship matchup, Will Ospreay, Zack Sabre Jr. I'm surprised that this wasn't the main, even though I love what the main is. I'm surprised they didn't have the title match go on last. Hiromu Takahashi and Zack Sabre Jr. I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Styles clash for sure. I would assume Ospreay gets the win. Just assume. That would be my guess on that. He doesn't have a belt right now. Could just put him on. It's just the British Heavyweight title. It's a Rev Pro belt. Not a big deal as far as New Japan lineage and usage goes. So that makes sense. But I'm very looking forward to seeing that. And the main event, fucking Kazuchika Okada versus Taichi. I love this. I love everything about this. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm happy this is the main event. That's the thing that kind of scared me, was it not that match being announced. I was like, what are they going to do as far as, is it going to be the main? Is it going to be the co-main? Where are they going to put it? It being the main, it definitely raises it, because I think Okada's going to bring it. I think if Okada brings it in Taichi, he's, that Taichi Naito match from a couple of years back, I believe that New Beginning tour, was, it was either that or Wrestling Dutaku, was great. It was great stuff. He's such a great heel in this aspect of the crowd. He can do shit, and he can get a reaction. Him and Okada, that's going to be a great match. I'm very, very looking forward to seeing that, how that plays out. Who's going to win? I'm going to go with Okada. If Taichi wins, that would be fucking awesome. That would be insane, and that would be some cool shit to bring into the New Japan Cup with some big-ass momentum, beating Kazuchika Okada. It definitely is not going to happen, though. I don't see it happening, but that'd be a lot of fun, because then you could have Taichi Naito somewhere down the line after the New Japan Cup. That's just something in the future. Then again, if it's just Okada beating Taichi, not a big deal, because you could... Obviously, they're not going to do Naito Okada down the line again. Maybe at Dominion, maybe. But that's just something that's not really on the horizon, as is Taichi, which that could be like a Wrestling Dutaku or Sakura Genesis main event type of thing. So it's interesting. Very interesting to see. It definitely wouldn't be Sakura Genesis, because that's the New Japan Cup main event. But that's, again, these two shows, there's a lot of interesting shit happening on this New Beginning tour that I'm looking forward to seeing. As just usually New Beginning tours, it can be hit and miss. This one I think's a hit. This one is going to be, there's a lot of matches I'm looking forward to seeing. And as far as the actual tour days, day by day, the actual card itself, this again, most of it's, filler, but there's a lot of shit where it's just like, well, this could be interesting, and especially with the Gabriel Kidd kind of big debut. That's huge. That's huge for him. So that's going to be awesome to see. Again, to me, this is some great stuff that's going to be put together for New Japan. Excited to see how it plays out, and I'll catch you guys for my review of said show. Stay